The Reach platform continues to solve cross-border problems. A more recent problem is UK and EU requiring the merchant to actually pay tax or VAT instead of the VAT being paid at the border. Pre-governments interjecting here, what was happening is you would purchase a product in Canada, let's say. The product that would be shipped to you, a broker at the border would pick up that product. They would query a database and see what the duty and the tax is payable on this product. And then they would apply it, and then that package would get to your door and you would have to pay the duty and tax that was assessed by that broker. That's a pretty clunky sort of workflow, right? So the governments are basically saying, we don't want to do this at the border anymore. It's up to you, the merchant or the digital platform. The governments are always going to try and find a way to sort of figure out the easiest way to tax the appropriate person. And through this, they're going back to the platforms, right? And the UK, EU, Australia were the first three to really say we're going to the platform or the merchant to be tasked with paying this tax. And obviously with any tax initiative, there could be an audit. So you need to have all of your data in check to make sure that you've charged the right VAT or the right GST and that you've paid the right GST. And to that point, now you have to add VAT and or GST to your checkout. Now remember, the VAT for a leather belt is going to be different than a VAT for a pillow. So now you have to have a database in real time to price that VAT, to collect the appropriate VAT so that you can pay it to the governments. So obviously this is a big problem for merchants. It's a big undertaking to the point where some mid-sized merchants or even smaller merchants are just like, well, we're not going to sell into the UK. This is just too much. So Reach has included, we call it TAS, which is tax as a service. And we've included solving that problem within the platform. Reach expands the addressable market for merchants and for businesses. So now's the time to expand that user base and use Reach in a market that might not have been on your radar before. And you can sort of access that market through Reach.